Hi, and welcome to this Canva Basics tutorial. In this video, I'll be going over the basics of the Canva design screen. I'll be covering questions like what all those menu items mean, how to upload images, how to add and resize text, changing colors, and then how to download your finished design. I've included chapters in this video to help you skip to the topic you want. This video is a basic overview. For more detailed videos on specific topics, then check out my YouTube channel. And the design you see in the video is one of my templates that I sell through my Etsy store. If you like it and you want to see tons of other Canva templates, head over to my shop, which I'll link in the description below. If this video has been helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Okay, let's get started. Let's start with File. In here, you'll see the name of your document at the top. If you click it, you'll be able to rename it. You can also see and edit the document name over here. Underneath the title are the document dimensions. If you're ever not sure about what size your artwork, this is the place to look. Create a design, that's pretty obvious. The next section we won't really need to worry about for now. But the other two options I want to share with you are Save and Make a Copy. Next to Save, you'll see All Changes Saved. That's because Canva automatically saves your work, so there's generally no need to come into File and click Save. You can also see the save status up here. Make a Copy allows you to make a copy of the whole document, including all the pages, and creates a new version. This is a really great tool if you're wanting to create multiple designs based on that same concept. In my Canva, you'll see I have Resize. Depending on if you're a free or a pro Canva account user, you might not have this option. Anywhere in Canva where you see this crown icon, it means it's for pro users, and either the option won't be available for you, or you'll have to pay to use it, like with some of the fonts, for example. Canva has a whole load of predefined sizes for you to choose from. If I click one of the sizes, I'll get a choice if I want to resize the document or copy the whole document and create a resized version. Then we have the Undo button. If you haven't done anything yet, this won't be visible. When I hover over it, you'll see that it also tells you the keyboard shortcut. Now let's talk about this left-hand menu. This is the Templates section. Inside are all the templates Canva has designed based on the size of your document. As you'll see, some are free to use, others require you to have a pro Canva account. This is a good place to look if you're starting with a blank document and want some inspiration. You can even search for specific templates. Uploads. This is where all your files you've uploaded live. If you're just starting out, this will be blank. To add images and files is super easy. You can just drag and drop them from your computer. Or you can click Upload Media and choose from a range of places to upload from. I always just drag and drop though. Next is Photos. Canva has a gallery of hundreds and hundreds of beautiful images covering just about every subject. You can search for something specific using the search box. By hovering over the photos, you'll see if they're free to use or pro account. But you can filter out all the paid photos by clicking here and selecting free. Now you'll see all of the photos in the list are free to use. To add them to your design, you can double click, or you can just drag and drop it. Let me just get rid of these. Then you've got Elements. In here, you've got tons and tons of graphic elements, including animated ones, trending ones, and your recently used. If you wanted to add a flower, for example, I can just search for it here, and then drag it into my document. Next is Text. This is a gallery of pre-made font styles, most of which are going to be pro. If you want to add your own text to your page, you can click any of these three, and it will give you some sample text. Another easier way to add text without coming to this menu is to press T on your keyboard. This gives you a little bit of text in the same style as the other text you've already used. While we've still got some text selected, you can see you've got various text options up here. A lot of these options you'll probably be familiar with already, but I'll just highlight some important ones. First of all, we have the font selector. This shows you any fonts you've uploaded, recently uploaded fonts, and popular fonts. There are hundreds of them. But you'll notice next to some of them is the Pro symbol. That means you'll either have to pay for this if you're not a Pro user, or if you are a Pro user and share it with someone who isn't, they'll have to pay to use it. You can search for individual fonts, but also type of fonts, like handwriting. Just click a font to use it. The next one is font color. Here you can see all of the colors currently used in the document, default colors, and a color picker. And as you can see, as we change the color, the hex code changes as well. If you have a specific hex code you want to use, you can paste that into here and it will pick that color for you. The next handy option is the uppercase button. This will change all of your text selected into the uppercase, or back again. This icon is for letter and line spacing. Line height, of course, only works if you have more than one line. So if I reduce the text box size of this one, you can see the effect of the line height. Effects lets you apply different effects to your lettering, including things like drop shadow, but since this is a basics tutorial, I won't go into this right now. Before I go into any of these icons on the right, let me continue down this left-hand menu. Styles. This one's a bit advanced, so I won't go into this section in detail, except that to say, if you're building your brand, you can collect sets of colours and fonts inside Canva, and then this is where it will be stored. You can see Canva has quite a few nice font and colour combinations pre-made for you to choose from. Audio is pretty self-explanatory. Canva has a library of audio which you can add to your document simply by dragging and dropping it onto your template. And you can play this sample by clicking this button here. A lot of these are pro Canva, but you can filter out the free ones too. Videos, again, it's pretty obvious what's in here. Canva has a gallery of really gorgeous videos that you can add to your templates. And of course, you can search for anything specific too. Backgrounds. This is a really nice feature in Canva. It allows you to add an image or texture to the background of your template, but then it also gives you the option to give it a color tint. The last one is folders. You won't have any of your own folders in here to start with, but as you get more and more designs, it's a good idea to start using folders so you can find your stuff more easily. Okay, if I just close that. In the main design area itself, you can see you have a few different icons. If you hover over these, it'll tell you what they are. Notes. Here you can just type some thoughts about the design, but I've never actually used this. The next two are ones I use all the time, and they are duplicate and add a new page. If I click duplicate and add a new page, you can see we've got a few more options. The arrows allow you to move the artboard up and down the page order, and you've also got a new bin option. This deletes the current artboard, but you can never have fewer than one artboard. You can also add a new blank page by clicking down here. Down here you also have the zoom and the grid viewer, which is really good if you have lots of pages and want to navigate them quickly. This view allows you to change the order of pages, add new pages, delete pages, and navigate to specific pages by clicking on it and then closing the grid view. I've already shown you how to change the text colour. Next, I'm going to show you how to change the colour of the background and other elements. Let me just create a square and add a few elements from my uploads. Most elements in Canva will have a colour option, which you can see here. Some elements, though, don't have this option, like this one, because it's an image. Canva can only change the colours of something that you've uploaded if it's an SVG, but because this is a basics video, I won't go into that kind of detail right now. I'll be making a video all about image editing soon, so if you're interested to know more, check that one out. If I click on an element again and click on the colour, you'll get a colour menu that you saw last time when changing text colours. Except this time, Canva has also picked out the colours from the image, which is a really useful thing. To change the colour of the background, you just have to select the artboard and then you'll see the colour option again. Now, let's take a look at these icons on the right. The position menu allows you to align and change the order of the objects, like what's in front of what. These position tools are really powerful and a great way to clean up your design. I'll create another video which really dives into what you can do and how you make the most of them later. Next is the roller icon. Use this tool if you ever want to copy a style from one element to another. If I wanted to copy the exact colour, font and size of one piece of text, all I need to do is select the text, click on the roller icon, and then click on the text I want to change. You can do this for objects as well, not just text. Then you've got the opacity icon. It's pretty obvious what this does. It just makes something more or less transparent. If you're creating anything for digital, the next icon is really useful. It's the link icon. To use it, just make sure you've selected the thing you want to set as a link, and then paste in your URL, and then hit Apply. This lock icon allows an element to be locked so it can't be moved or changed. At the moment you can see that this element is unlocked, but if I click here, you can see the lock icons are closed. Often, if you can't move something or select something, the chances are that it's locked, so all you need to do is look up here and then click the icon again to unlock it. This icon is the duplicate icon, which copies and pastes anything you've selected. To be honest, I never really use this because I use keyboard shortcuts, but it's there if you want it. Now I want to show you how to resize and rotate objects. If I select on an element, I'll get a blue box, and in each corner there's a white dot. If you click and drag on these anchors, it will proportionally scale the element. With text elements, you'll also see these white lines on either side of the box. This allows you to stretch the text without making the text bigger, just like I did to make the text go over 3 lines. To rotate, click and hold this little icon here. If you notice as well, the rotation degree is also shown. This is really useful if you want to make several elements rotated to the same degree. Sometimes you might notice several items stuck together, like these icons here. That's because they're grouped. This is a really useful tool if you want to keep elements together. You can ungroup them by clicking Ungroup or pressing Command-Control-G on your keyboard. If I select them all again, clicking on each one while holding Shift, you can then see up here that I can group them again. The last part I want to talk about are the share and download options. The share button allows you to share the template with anyone, either by using their email or by copying the link to your design. Note that Use as Template feature is only available to Pro account users. This feature allows you to share your design while you retain the original copy. The next, and one of the most important features, is the Download button. In here you can choose your file types, and if you have a Pro or Canva account, you'll be able to change the size, kind of like increasing the DPI, and a few other options. If you have multiple pages, you'll also be able to select those here. In here you'll see Canva gives you plenty of file type options and gives you a little bit of description about what they mean. If you're downloading your template for print, you'll want to be selecting the PDF print, because this is the only one that's truly 300 dpi. So that just about wraps up this video. Thanks for watching, and if this video was helpful, please don't forget to comment and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more tips and tricks on Canva, please hit the subscribe button.